I hate black people.
Hey, you hate what? Hold on, you hate what?
What? Told me to say it.
You hate what?
I said it.
You hate what? Hold on.
No,
what?
no,
You hate
shit.
what?
It's funny. Nothing.
No, I'm not. But you hate what?
On God. Hey,
On
it's
God,
it's America's 250th birthday. Hey.
Woo!
Hey, but do you really hate black people?
No, I don't really hate nobody.
So if you don't really hate anybody, why didn't you see it in the first place? Which lets me know a lot of you dodo birds out there are really sheep. And it's a tragedy that you can't think for yourself. But I digress. So America just celebrated 250 years. Flags, fireworks, speeches, cookouts, parades, all that. And look, I'm not mad at celebrating the country, but I do have a question. Who actually gets to claim America? Because every time black people speak on what this country owes us, somebody has the nerve to say, we hate America. But then you got people marching with Confederate flags, masks on their faces, talking about reclaim America. And somehow they're supposed to be the patriots. That's where it gets interesting. Because maybe, just maybe, black people are not anti-American. Maybe black people are the ones that love America enough to force it to tell it the truth. But let's get into it. Cue the clip.
This that Raymundo Reacts, huh? Y'all came in for the laughs, huh?
You did.
Stayed for the commentary cause it makes sense, huh?
Real talk.
That boy is good.
We need flag. Flag.
In the front. That's about it. We're good. Reclaim America!
Now this is crazy. You got masked men marching near the Capitol with Confederate flags talking about reclaim America. Reclaim it from who exactly? Black people, immigrants, everybody who doesn't fit their version of the country? Because if your version of patriotism includes a Confederate flag, you're not celebrating America. You're mourning the version of America where black people knew their place. And that's the part they never want to say out loud. They don't want freedom for everybody. They want control with a flag wrapped around it.
Several hundred masked men belonging to the white nationalist group, the Patriot Front, marched with Confederate flags, and they did it through neighborhoods in the U.S. Capitol, at least near the Capitol, and they chanted, "Reclaim America." There's a widely circulated photograph, I'm sure you've seen it, taken by Reuters, of an African-American woman on a subway surrounded by members of this group. Are you concerned about this?
Well, I think we obviously, when we're celebrating America, we've had an incredible celebration, and this is a kickoff of a celebration year. But we know from our very founding that this was something that divided our nation. 85 years after those brave patriots signed the Declaration of Independence, we fought in the bloodiest war America's ever fought, the Civil War, and it's, you know, our nation survived thanks to the courage and leadership of Abraham Lincoln, and led us on a way. As we continue to move forward as a country, we can be an exceptional nation because our ideals are exceptional, that all men are created equal.
Do you condemn this group and what they were doing, and most importantly, what they stand for?
Well, I think that certainly what they stand for is nothing that I could possibly agree with, but one of the foundational principles of the United States, which makes democracy messy, is free speech.
See, this is what black people notice. When black people protest injustice, everybody starts yelling law and order. But when white nationalists march with Confederate flags, suddenly everybody wants to have a deep conversation about free speech. Now, don't get me wrong, free speech matters. But if you can immediately condemn a black protest, you should be able to immediately condemn white nationalism. That shouldn't be hard, because the issue isn't whether they have the right to speak. The issue is why some people get treated like patriots when their message is hate.
What do the Black Panthers do?
Fight for the people and fight for the community all day.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. You guys aren't anti-white people, are you?
We're anti anybody that's anti us.
Okay. Oh yeah. Somebody told me the Black Panthers were anti-white people.
Have you ever heard of the White Panther Party?
No.
You gotta look that up.
I will.
You heard of the Brown Berets?
No.
Gotta look them up. You heard about the Young Lords?
No. Are you guys doing this because of the people who were here last week?
No, we patrol the community all the time, and we're always in the community. And
Okay,
on top of that, yes, we are here to let everybody know that we don't stand for racism. We don't fight racism with racism. We fight it with solidarity, and that's what we're here for.
I agree with that, but I don't know where the racism is that you're talking about.
It's okay. You ain't got to know. It's not for you to know.
Excuse me. You got to open your eyes. Excuse me. Back away from my journal, please. Thank you.
Why do all these fake ass patriots got masks on their face? Why they out here with masks on their face talking about they reclaiming America? Right? So, you triggered something, old man? Shit, you triggered, bro? Hey, that flag hurt your feelings? Get over that shit. Hey, you know how we do. You know what that flag say. Hey, just like the shirt. ICE, and then in the back it says, you'll never be forgiven. So, hey, straight up, I keep that same energy. They better find out, man. Like I said, I ain't got to cover my face. You see exactly where I'm at, right? I'm live streaming my location right now. Union Station, the same place where these cowards was at talking about they go reclaim America. Where they at, man? Where they at? No, you, it's Donald Trump. Shit, get out of here. You don't even speak English, brother. Out of here. I served 22 years, 11 months, and 4 days. What you do again? What did you do again? What did you do again? You sound shit. Go do that shit. Hey, ain't them Ukrainian shit right now? Right? That's what I thought. Go sit your ass down somewhere, man. Hey, what you see right here, that's called real patriot shit. Real patriot shit. I didn't see you here. Don't give a about Jim Crow Jesus. Don't care about Jim Crow Jesus. I don't give a, hey, I don't give a, look at me. I don't give a, you got Nazis here right now. I don't give a, bro. Right? You want freedom. This is motherfucking freedom. This is freedom. Trump, this city was never in the even top 30. So please miss me with that shit. Quit watching Fox News. Quit watching Fox fake ass news, bro. Imagine thinking you're making America great by removing combat soldiers, black combat soldiers who had their ass out here. Where was you at, man? Did you suit up? Did you suit up? Because I was out there. In Cuba 95, Boston 96, Kosovo 99. I didn't see you here. Iraq 08, Afghanistan 2013. I didn't see you here. Imagine letting a Christian nationalist walk up in here. I'd be goddamn if I let a motherfucker come up in here and tell me America great while you got pedophiles in the White House talking shit, stealing our taxpayer money, and bombing school children with a drunk ass secretary of war. It's forever Pete Hegseth. He ain't half the man he fired. That general did more than everybody in that White House combined. Hey, here they go, man, with that whack ass America First building. Motherfucker cut 400,000 black jobs, man. He got the nerve to put his face
Look at that motherfucker's face.
It's
on
forever
that.
we built this city.
That's
Better
right.
understand that black slave hands built everything you see out here. It's forever
So
Trump. Imagine a motherfucker coming up in here with a Confederate flag on Independence Day. Where the motherfuckers at now? Get that shit. Well, hey, they found me. They found me. I'm live from right here. What up they at? Hey, tell them to bring that Confederate flag so I can burn that again. Tell them demons to pull up. Shit. Hey, I'm solo. I don't need 400 people. I'm solo dolo in this. What a power set.
Pop your shit, bro.
That right there is real patriotism. Not a mask, not a costume, not a flag you hide behind. A black man who served this country for 22 years standing there saying, I was there. Where were you? That's a receipt. And that's the part fake patriots don't like. Black people have receipts. We fought in the wars. We built the cities. We paid the taxes. We raised families. We served a country that didn't always serve us back. And somehow, we're the ones who have to prove we belong here? Nah, Black people are not guests in America. Black people are part of the foundation.
This speaker left the room speechless when she asked this question.
If you, as a white person, would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society, please stand. You didn't understand the directions. If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others.
That question exposes everything. If white people wanted to be treated the way black people have been treated in this country, stand up. Nobody stood up. Why? Because they know. They know what happened. They know the treatment was different. They know they wouldn't want the same deal. But somehow, when black people say it out loud, we're the problem. That's not unity. That's denial. America doesn't need fake unity. America needs honesty. Because you can't heal what you keep pretending didn't happen.
The reason I say white Americans have no culture is because most of the things that have become associated with white people were black inventions. White people love vanilla, but did you know that vanilla was actually invented by an enslaved black teenager who was 14 years old? His name was Edmund Albius. He's the person who made vanilla a mass-produced product because he figured out how to rapidly pollinate these plants. Or number two, if you've ever heard of techno music, that was actually invented by black people in Detroit in the 80s, which now has become synonymous with a lot of white people in the US or white Europeans, when actually in reality, this was purely the creation of a black person and black people. Or number three, the thing that I think of a lot is how white people have co-opted barbecue. Specifically in California, where I grew up, you will see a lot of barbecue joints that were actually white people's recipes that they stole from black people. It's very much a ripoff of the common Southern home cooking, which, you know, came out of the American South, both during slavery and during the Reconstruction era. So yes, white people don't have any culture, we steal it. And that has historically been the case, and that is why white people are so angry. You know any other inventions created by black people but stolen by white people? Drop them in the comments. Okay, bye!
Now, I wouldn't frame it as white people have no culture. That's not even the strongest argument. The stronger point is this: America wouldn't be America without black people. Black labor, black soldiers, black food, black music, black inventions, black style, black language, black resilience. You can't eat the food, dance to the music, copy the slang, wear the style, profit from the culture, and then act like black people are visitors here. That's insane. America loves black culture when it can sell it. But America gets uncomfortable when black people ask for credit, respect, and ownership.
Hey, I thought you guys would find it interesting that 850 people decided to unfollow me after I made a post saying that I hated racists. And I'm not saying this like, oh, I'm sad about people unfollowing me. I'm saying like 850 people took umbrage with me saying I fucking hate racists. It's a cool timeline we're living in.
Now this is where we are. You can say, I hate racists, and people will unfollow like you insulted their family. And maybe you did, because some people don't hear I hate racists as a moral statement. They hear it as a personal attack, and that tells you everything you need to know. If hating racism offends you, that says more about you than the person who said it, because nobody with a clean conscience should feel threatened by somebody saying they hate racists, unless something in that sentence hit too close to home.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and I wanted to get on here and say that just because you're a person of color and you side with conservative white people does not make them like you anymore. As someone who grew up in a conservative white area, I can tell you pretty confidently that there are only 4 reasons that most white people have a friend of color. Number 1 is so that they can say that they aren't racist, and they can tokenize you and say that you're one of the good ones while also giving themselves some sort of social credit. Number 2, they like to have people around that they feel that they are smarter or better than in some way. They almost see their friends of color as sort of sidekicks when they're the main character. I think it's disrespectful to put somebody into that role and not recognize their own individuality. Number 3, they keep you around to make fun of you or say things behind your back. And again, the whole tokenizing look, oh, he doesn't act, insert race here, which probably results in more comparison between you and other in-group members. And number 4, just to have somebody around. Please don't fall into this trap of thinking that just because you say the things that they want and you hang out with them, that they will ever fully include you. Because most racists will never see you on the same level as them because they feel they are superior.
Ma'am, thank you for that information.
You broke it down. Pretty exquisite, I may say myself. I gotta say it. You broke it down. You gave us 4 reasons. I'm gonna give you one because I know my people, the black conservatives. They like mayonnaise, ma'am. Not the dark kind. They want it white. When they're fixing their sandwich, if you give them the dark mayo, they'll hurt you. No. It's gotta be the white mayo on their bread. What am I trying to say? Ma'am, you yourself, as a white lady, could talk to one of the male conservatives that you're talking about. You could call them the N-word with the hard R. They'd still ask you for your number. They'd still, if you gave them your number, marry you and have kids with you. And at any given point in time, you got mad. If you wanted to say the N-word with the hard R, they'd make excuses for you. She don't mean it. She's just having a bad day. She usually doesn't talk like this. So, ma'am, everything that you're saying, we already know that. They know that. But they like their mayo. And when somebody likes and loves and desires to have mayonnaise on their sandwich, well, typically, they're going to be called black conservatives. But thank you for the information.
And this is the warning for black folks who think being close to certain white spaces makes them safe. You can agree with them politically. You can repeat their talking points. You can say everything they want to hear, but to a racist, you're still not equal. You're just useful. And that's a hard truth some people don't want to accept. Acceptance is not the same as respect because some people don't love you. They love that you make them feel less racist.
I just want somebody to help me understand why those white nationalists' face are covered. Be loud and proud about your racism.
Now this is one of my biggest questions. If you're so proud of what you believe, why is your face covered? If this is patriotism, why are you hiding? If you really believe you're reclaiming America, why not let your job, your family, your church, and your neighbors know exactly who you are? Because deep down, they know it's shameful. They want the intimidation without the accountability. They want the costume without the consequences. That's not courage, that's cowardice.
Racist white people trying to use the same racism their ancestors used in 2026 is always hilarious to me, because y'all are poor. I would just like to inform you that a white man entered my DMs and called me an ugly nigger and told me I would never amount to anything in my life. So naturally, I click on his profile, which is not private, and I see that he lives in a trailer park in Wisconsin. So you're poor. And this is a PSA to white racist people who are MAGA, who are usually poor and uneducated and don't have an education, have never left their hometown. Your ancestors could afford to be racist because at least they held a power structure in place where all of them were wealthier than black people, but you guys are poor. I literally just flew back from Vegas on a whim to see my nephew and take him to see fireworks. I'm packing for Colombia and then I'm going to Spain next week. What are you doing in Wisconsin? You're poor. Based on what I've seen in your profile, your credit score is at a 500. So I would say this to white people who are racist. The jokes are old and antiquated. They don't hit. Your ancestors, like I said, had power over us, but I'm sorry, that doesn't exist anymore. So if you're going to talk shit and be racist to someone and say things like, oh, you'll never amount to nothing. Oh, you're chimping out. Oh, 15% of the population. I'm not poor. You are. I'm not poor. I have my MBA. I have 3 degrees. I have a beautiful life. And by no means am I bragging. I am, because you're a racist and you live in a fucking trailer. It's not my fault you weren't able to take advantage of white privilege in this country and you see me and it triggers you because, once again, you're poor. And on that note, I'm getting ready to pack for the rest of my trip. I'm going to Colombia tonight, actually. And while I'll be on an airplane in first class, you'll still be poor in Wisconsin. And while you're saying I'll never amount to anything, you'll be working that farm job tomorrow, whatever the fuck you do. All right? Stay black, stay blessed. Bye. Happy Sunday.
Now this clip is funny, but it also says something real. A lot of these people are holding on to racism like it's an inheritance, but they didn't even inherit the power. They're broke, mad, frustrated, and still trying to feel superior because of skin color. That's a sad life, because if the only thing you have to feel proud of is not being black, you don't actually have much. And that's why black excellence triggers them. It proves their whole worldview is weak.
Thank you all for coming today. 2,000 men are buried here. How did they die? They died as traitors to their country. They died to preserve the institution of slavery, the right to own, breed, rape, and kill their fellow humans with impunity. Don't touch me. Let's go.
Probably a Democrat voter.
Now let's be honest about the Confederate flag. Those people were not patriots. They fought against the United States. They fought to preserve slavery. So when somebody waves a Confederate flag while talking about loving America, that's confusion at best and racism at worst. You cannot claim to love America while waving the symbol of people who tried to break America apart. That's not patriotism. That's historical cosplay for people who miss being in control. So America's 250 is come and gone. Here's my final verdict. I'm not saying don't celebrate. Celebrate the cookouts. Celebrate the fireworks. Celebrate the freedom. But don't celebrate with amnesia, because black people are not anti-American because we tell the truth. Black people are the reason America had to become more honest. We protested it into progress. We fought it into accountability. We served it even when it disrespected us. We built parts of it that we weren't able to fully enjoy. That's patriotism. Not pretending America was perfect, not hiding behind a mask, not waving a Confederate flag, not calling yourself America first while ignoring the people that helped build it from the ground up. Real patriotism is loving America enough to tell the truth. And if America 250 is gonna mean anything, it has to include the full story, not just the comfortable version, not just the fireworks version, and not just the version where people get to wave a flag and forget the history. The full version, the black version, the painful version, the powerful version. Because black people are not visitors here. We're not side characters here. We're not guests at America's birthday party. We're part of the foundation. So when fake patriots say they want to reclaim America, my question is simple. Reclaim it from who? The people who built it? The people who fought for it? The people who made it better? The people who forced it to live up to the words that it wrote on paper? Come on now. That's not reclaiming America. That's trying to drag America backwards. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Are black Americans anti-American for telling the truth? Or are black Americans more patriotic than the people who only love America when they control it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy the content, hit the sub button to the right to stay locked in, and to the left, more dope content. Don't forget to hit the like button, hype this thing up, and share it a time or two. Until next time, I'm out.
This that Raymundo Reacts, huh? Y'all came in for the laughs, huh? You did. Stay for the commentary cause it makes sense, huh? Real talk.
That boy is good.